Now in Atlantis there were also centers of culture and ritual. We will call them the Atlantean oracles, where what is called Atlantean wisdom was harbored and practiced. The great leader of the Sun Oracle, the greatest initiate of Atlantis, directed his attention above all to that section of human beings who differed from the ordinary population in ancient Atlantis. They were simple people who were looked down upon and who no longer possessed magical powers. But it was they who were gathered together by the great initiate because they had developed the new faculties, even if only in a primitive form. It was from them that understanding of the new age was to be expected. The great initiate gathered together this useful material for the future, and also those old initiates or magicians who had not persisted in clinging egotistically to the former practices. Our present age presents a similar picture, and can be compared with the conditions prevailing in Atlantis at that time. Today, too, there are on the one side influential figures in the prevailing forms of culture, people who in their own way are magicians, working only with what is inorganic. On the other side, there are the despised people who even today want to work for the future. At that time, in Atlantis, the members of that culture, the old magicians, also looked down disparagingly upon the small number of those who had developed the new faculty, which was useless in ancient Atlantis. The great initiate of the Sun Oracle did not, however, despise these people. Today, too, the proud bearers of our culture look down upon a small number of human beings, upon the anthroposophists who gather in small, insignificant meeting places and are said to engage in all kinds of foolish activities. Generally speaking, they are unprofessional laymen who claim to be inaugurating the future. These are the people who are developing and preparing in themselves a faculty that to the others seems useless, but because it carries a hint of the future it is able to create a connection again with the spiritual world. In Atlantis long ago it was a matter of finding the connection with the physical, material world. The task today is to discover the spiritual again. Just as at that time the old initiate gathered his hosts together locally, directing his call to the simple, despised people, so today again, under different not local conditions, a call goes forth from the great masters of wisdom who are allowing certain spiritual treasures of wisdom to flow into humanity. Those possessed of certain qualities respond to this call as did certain human beings long ago. They were individuals who had within them primitive talents for calculation, computation, and so forth. This wisdom is not imparted simply for anthroposophical dogmas to be grasped by the intellect but to understand them with the heart. One is then strong enough to know why anthroposophy is here today. It is here to meet a great challenge of evolution, and the person who knows this also finds the strength to conquer all obstacles, come what may. Such people proceed along their path because they know that what is intended to come to pass through anthroposophy must come to pass for the further progress of humanity on the path to the spirit. The great initiate of the Sun Oracle led the small group of human beings and founded a kind of cultural center in Asia. He drew these individuals to him in order to make them capable of founding post-Atlantean culture. During the Great Migration, everything that had come into existence in Atlantis had been mingled, jumbled together. It follows that in the post-Atlantean epoch one should no longer speak of races but of civilizations, cultures.